Secretary, Zuchi, Vani, friends on the dais, friends in the audience. 18 million, I think you mentioned. You know, we had a chief guest from abroad at this Divas, the Prime Minister of Portugal. Portugal has a population of 10 million and a tourism population of 17 million. If we wanted a similar statistical number, we would have to get 900 million tourists each year to come to that figure. So there clearly aren't enough people in the world to reach such figures. However, we had a very good presentation from the Secretary in which he explained precisely how we have grown 15%, I think in number terms, and more than that in dollar terms. But for me, statistics are often a deception. It is not what we have achieved that is really the target, but what the capacity and the gaps in the capacity are. That really should be the Lakshya and the target. The vast area that is left untapped. Now, I think one of the reasons why we are discussing this this year is because one of the greatest success stories in contemporary advertising has been the Incredible India ad campaign. But let me tell you one thing. An Incredible India ad campaign cannot be run except by a credible tourism department. If you don't have credibility, you can't sell incredibility. And the manner in which particularly since a fresh impetus was given to this sector by the Prime Minister, I think one of his very initial speeches, he laid great stress on tourism as a huge, huge potential area. Was not because tourism is good in itself. After all, tourism is a major peaceful activity. It's a major activity of friendship, of harmony, of confidence. But it is also the greatest contributor of jobs in the informal sector, the greatest contributor of the economy at the churn element of the economy, where it helps people down the line the most. And it is this generator of tourism that really makes it a very, very important component of our economic policy framework. Look, we all want growth. Of course we want growth. Who doesn't want growth? But all growth is not equal. There can be growth which doesn't deliver as many jobs as we would wish. This is a problem not just in our country, in many countries, many of the countries you come from. But what we need is growth that delivers jobs right at the bottom where it is needed most, where we can claim development for all and jobs for all, not jobs for just certain segments of the population. And the reason why we are confident that this will work in India, tourism will work in India, is really because wherever you look, you can see a tourism opportunity. Just about wherever you look. Portugal gets 18 million or 17 million people because of the sun and the sea. India has more sun and the sea than many times of Portugal. If you are looking for snow and mountain, India has Himalayas and India has hills all around the country. India has rain tourism. We don't quite realize how many there are people who actually come here to see the rain. India has river tourism. If Kerala is God's own country, it's because of the rivers and the water bodies of Kerala that have made it. So we have river tourism. I hope we get food tourism. Anyone who can get food tourism trail right is going to get everybody sitting here. Because I don't think any continent has the number of cuisines that India has. We have a great opportunity in holy tourism, and holy as H-O-L-I. I think a huge number of young people would be attracted by just the festival of Holi. And we have holy tourism, of course, H-O-L-Y. But, remarkably, we don't just offer God. Along with God, we'll also offer golf. And you mix God and golf, the whole of Japan will be here. And one of the very critical elements when people think of tourism and what to do is they look at value. They look at cost and value. And India is high fun and low cost. It's really high cost and high fun and reasonable cost or very low cost. India has every weather. It has every weather plus a few of its own inventions. So